Yeah?
Yeah.
We're talking about memes?
Memes.
Memes.
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Welcome back. This is
Briefly Speaking.
This is Rayla.
That's right.
I'm Rayla.
Back
Joining us
again.
I'm here.
Again.
I'm here again.
You already know.
Today, we're going to be going over memes in advertising, memes in general, kind of their influence on what advertising is today.
Is there anything you guys have seen recently that felt a little bit memey or like meme advertising?
Brisk ads have been very, very
Oh, yeah.
memey
Yeah.
lately.
These guys
So,
are pretty insane.
yeah.
And what is the other one? The nut butter.
Nutter butter. I was gonna talk. Yeah, I was gonna go too. Yeah.
the nut butter.
That is crazy. Like their advertising is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and they really set a little bit of a trend there because I seen like other brands kind of try to go for a little edgy, weirdish type thing.
Oh,
But
and Duolingo.
Duolingo is good.
Duolingo
It's
is a
always good.
meme. Yeah.
Yeah, the entirety of their being the bird dying and then coming back. I feel like I haven't seen a lot of other things, or I've seen them and I just didn't realize they were ads.
Interesting. I'm trying to think too. I don't really remember seeing anything recently.
The Duolingo one is interesting because it, like, I guess organically became a meme. I don't know how much hand the agency itself had in turning it into this, like, internet sensation.
I
Like, of
think
course, that was
they-
the goal, but
Yeah.
there was, like, definitely organic interaction from, like, earned media and
Yeah.
from
They really
the
leaned
audience
into
that-
the chaotic nature of what they were trying to achieve, I think. Yeah.
I was gonna talk about Nutter Butter, bro.
Sorry,
I'm joking, I'm joking.
sorry.
Is there more on the Nutter Butter one? What was it?
The Nutter Butter that I remember is like really heavily distorted like images.
Yes.
So like a cartoon
Oh.
like Nutter Butter mascot
Okay, I think
thing,
I remember,
and
yeah.
he'd be like crunching into himself and like glitching out and
Yeah, yeah,
stuff. And it's just like the audio is just like Nutter Butter. I love Nutter Butter.
Very like psychedelic imagery.
Yeah, like neo psychedelicism.
It's psychedelicism. And then the other example, I think it is like the Liquid Death, like how they first started to advertise themselves, because it's just literally water in a can, but like they have the imagery of like the skull and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like people thought like it's like, are you trying to say like this is gonna kill me?
Yeah.
Like what do you mean? And it's literally just water. So I kind of liked how they advertise themselves. They
Yeah, people always think it would be like alcohol or something,
yeah,
right?
or alcohol. I see like thick water. When there's thick water in a bottle.
Huh?
You haven't seen thick water?
I've seen thick water and someone like poured it out. I was like,
Oh, okay. I thought you were saying that water in bottles you feel is thick.
no.
No, okay, yeah. Thick water looks just
The
Absolutely
bottle's
insane.
water is thicker, guys. I don't know what to tell you.
How do you guys think advertising has changed over the years to kind of conform to like an emerging meme culture?
I think everything is a lot faster than it used to be. And to like, especially to capitalize on things and stay on trend, you have to be literally like lightning speed.
Yeah.
Like we talked about it with the McDonald's thing, how fast everything went viral, and the CEO immediately just everything being recreated. You kind of have to be on top of your stuff when it comes to be online. You have to be chronically online.
Yeah. I always think about like when I get like an internship, how I have the time to like be chronically online and keep up with all these trends and this like prophesized insane work schedule.
I think it's like good in a cultural aspect kind of way, right? Because you have to be in tune with the culture and different things like that. But like, as you said, like it's very fast paced, and if you're not on board with it, if you do it like, let's say 2 days later, it's like, it's already been done. Like, kind of late.
Old news.
Old news. Like,
Yeah.
come on, stay on top of things. But it's just like, I don't know. It's really interesting.
Something I think that I did see recently that is sort of on brand with the very fast-paced thing is when Spotify changed their little icon, like phone icon. A lot of brands started changing their icons to kind of match the like disco ball thing that they had done.
I kind of like how people took it in a different sense. They're like, no brands have any whimsy when it comes to their logo anymore. We have the same bland kind of like very structured,
True.
like colored type thing. And then it's just like there's nothing like fun about like
I like
it showed
that,
the
yeah.
progression of like McDonald's, for example, how they had their like not even just store but like just their logo as well. And it's like everything's changed. I'm like, well, you know, that's actually true. Like honestly, I think I kind of liked like it's like a little fun. It's like supposed to be it's like music. Like it's not supposed to be just, you know, bland or whatever. And so I kind of find that one interesting. I didn't necessarily like when I think it was like Jaguar that changed their logo. I think we saw that in class as well.
Yeah, because they went the other way.
Yeah, I was like, that's.
They like took this like beautiful, delicate looking but like
Yeah.
strong, detailed
Yeah.
logo and like massively simplified it.
Yeah.
And
It's the
it
like
was a little bit sad.
minimalization of
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
We need to go back to maximalism of
Yes.
like logos because there's always like beautiful, intricate type, and now it's just
That art is kind of
sans
like dying.
serif.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. And it just made me think because I feel like so many people are like just used to being like, oh my gosh, I don't like it whenever a brand does something. But I was just like, no, I think that one was the only acceptable one I've seen so far.
And like going back to about like what you said about staying on top of things is like minimalism was a thing, was a big thing a little while ago, but I think we are seeing a switch to like maximalism.
I hope there's a
and-
resurgence of maximalism.
and like the retro
Yeah.
and the analog.
Mm-hmm.
And so like it did feel like Jaguar did this 2 days late. That's one thing about Brisk's like online campaigns that I really appreciated is they don't feel very forced. Like it really does feel like this one guy's just like having a good time and I'm here for it. It doesn't feel like they're reaching or like pushing really hard to be this like meme, which I think is kind of what Nutter Butter fell into.
Yeah.
Is eventually it just became like they were trying too hard for it. The recent ones, I looked up Nutter Butter recently,
Yeah.
and it fell off. It didn't feel the same. It didn't hit the same. But Brisks feel natural. I think that's an important thing. Is
you need to sort of have that organic feel to it.
Yeah, because it kind of gives a sense that like you're pushing for staying like trendy and things like that rather than your actual branding.
Yeah.
It's kind of making it seem like your product isn't enough. But like that should never be the case.
yeah,
You know?
almost like you're selling out
Yeah.
just to like fit this trend.
Yeah.
I have been seeing stuff from a lot of small businesses. There's like the term like of social media girl comes into work or something,
Oh,
and like you have to like film the thing. But I've been seeing a lot of those ones, but it's like their boss sending them a voice note of being like, hey, can we get an ad of blah 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 blah, and it's literally just the voice recording and then them doing whatever they're saying with the voice recording on top of it. And I find that really funny.
I always like the, like, speaking of workplace, like when they try to promote, like on TikTok, for example, like I always kind of like the reality TV-esque ones, you know, not like, it's not like fully scripted, but it's just like, it's just funny, you know, and it shows community.
What reality TV ones?
No, I just mean like when they edit, the editing style is kind of like a reality TV show. Kind of
Oh,
thing.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Like a little like
Like in Office, like reality.
a
TV.
mockumentary kind
Yeah,
of thing.
a little
I got
bit,
you.
yeah. I find that really funny.
Organic content does so well because you know that they're just trying to do it for the fun of it. I don't know if you guys have been getting them, but I keep getting like either really small colleges or like high school graduation things that are that go mega viral.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not the audience for this, but it's like some event that's happening next
Yes.
week and it's like at 1 million views and I'm like, I don't know, how did you guys what happened here?
Yeah, because it was really smart in the way how they like set it up. Like they at first wasn't even about like school or whatever. But then I think I seen one where it was just like one person like said a word and then the other person said a word, but then it like led up to like come to this event at thing. And I was like, wow, that's really smart.
They're so fun.
It's really fun.
I think that sort of like organic thing is also really fun. There's this one where it's like someone outside of a car and then they like throw water balloons at people and then they get in the car and then they're like, drive, 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 and it pans over to the person at the wheel about to be like, oh, you guys should come to our event, like it's a really cool thing, and then it cuts back and the person's being like slowly like, please, please go, and the people are running closer and closer, and then he's being dragged out of the car, and then it cuts back, yeah, you guys should come, and the event is at this location at this time, and you hear him screaming in the background like, please, no. It doesn't feel like it's forced, because you know they're just like, it was probably such a fun time to film, as well as you're getting like advertising for whatever you're trying to get out there.
Another one that I seen was just like if you were a nail tech, for example, and you're doing someone's nails, and then I think the audio was just like something like, can I give you like some advice? And they're like, yeah, sure, why? And they're just like, well, you can really use a touch-up. And then they're like, what do you mean? And then it's like pans over, and then like they actually do hair, so like the other person is like good at hair and the other person is like good at nails.
Oh, I love
so it's
that.
like a little bit of a vice versa with services. And I'm like,
That's cute.
yeah, that's cute.
Yeah, so we're seeing a shift in these quick videos where we're not watching 30-second spots anymore, especially not on TikTok or Instagram or Shorts, if that's what you use. But advertising content itself has changed into these little quick snippets that are built for people with tiny attention spans.
Yep.
Yeah, it can't be super long. Like you have to really construct it in a way of like getting somebody's attention, having it be creative, and then like, you know, going on with your day. So it's just like I
Very
don't
short,
know.
snappy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think like what's more important, longevity or impact? And so I feel like a lot of these little videos will like hit, but especially for like the small companies is like small businesses that have like viral videos, they'll have like one that like really hits, but I don't know how much business that's driving.
Yeah.
Also.
I was gonna say that I think I've seen a trend in like a lot of, you know, like smaller companies or businesses lean into like fan service, I should say.
Yeah.
Because let's say they make something and it actually blows up and whatnot, they get comments and everything like that, and like sometimes commenters want them to continue on this bit, so they're like, oh, okay, but then they pull further away from what they're actually promoting and what they're actually about. And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but it's like you don't
also
have a
kinda
strong like brand
Identity.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
it's just a fan identity.
Mm.
So
Down that same like track, I think too, there's like the issue of like trying to be funny. And so like when you find success, you're like, okay, what can I do to make this happen again? And you end up trying, and then you, I think, stray away from this organic humor that was probably what got you your success in the first place. Like when things feel forced, they feel disingenuine, and when things feel disingenuine, no one's connecting with it.
yeah.
It's interesting to see in terms of advertising when it comes to influencers, how that affects them, because I don't think a lot of people take influencers very seriously. So even like Obsession, which is a big thing right now, the creator of that, or like even Iron Lung, Markiplier, they're getting a lot more eyes on sort of, I guess, the being of an influencer, and kind of showcasing that it is really helpful to have your own audience when it comes to what you do, because you know those fans will back you up in kind of whatever creative endeavor you pursue.
Yes, touching on that, the interesting thing is because, well, you named like YouTubers, right, basically just then. And like they started off on something that they didn't know was gonna like blow up before, like doing like tiny skits or like YouTube videos and whatnot, and then they actually created something. And I've seen a lot of talk of like people saying like those people are producing better things than like actual like filmmakers nowadays, and like different things like that, because they're actually in touch with culture of different things like that.
Yeah, I think especially with like I guess with the Markiplier and like Curry Baker. Is like not only were they in tune with their audience, but they were already active contributors to culture. And so like,
Yeah.
not only were they creating for their audience, but like they knew that they had an audience that was like already rooting for them too,
Yeah.
which is good.
Yeah, I think that's also why people found it to be, like, wanted to support it more, I guess you can say, because they seem like they've already been filming skits, they've already been at it, and they thought that, like, it's really cool to see them producing something on the
Yeah.
big screen. I don't know, like, once you're an influencer, you sometimes have more of a reach than advertisers
Yeah.
and things like that, and it's just like,
I think that makes sense.
yeah,
Yeah,
it does make sense, but I don't know where I'm going.
like having already like a pocketed audience, and so there are like influencers, there are macro influencers, and there are micro influencers.
Yes, 'cause-
and all of them are reaching a certain type of people, which is exactly what advertising is always aiming to do,
Yeah.
is reach a certain type of people that send a certain message.
Yeah.
And so absolutely, yeah, they definitely
Yeah.
go, yeah, I
That's
agree,
why
hand in hand.
Yeah, that's why brands are like, they reach out to influencers because, you know, like, let's say you have a good amount of followers, like that reach can really help your brand. Because especially if you're an influencer that's like dead set on makeup as your brand, you don't stray away from anything else. Those makeup brands need you if you're a really big name.
And in those situations, I think the audience is like more than open to like makeup recommendations if they're actively watching a makeup influencer. If someone's actively watching that, they're open to finding out about new products and new things. I think what ends up being a problem is when an influencer tries to promote something and it's like, why are you doing this?
Yeah.
When it's like, you sold out, the agency sold out, I feel like I'm selling out, and like you just don't want to watch it. Which is again, like, we got to keep things organic.
Yeah.
I think influencers and memes, what they have in common is that you have to have someone that understands what they're doing. An influencer could kill your product if they mess it up, and if you make a bad joke, it's just like not funny, and it's just like, oh,
Yeah.
I could tell you were trying.
Yeah.
I could tell you were trying a little bit too hard, and it wasn't really that funny. That also like kills your brand. You talk about like brand equity, you lose it.
It's a lot of being very in touch with whatever's going on.
Which is why you should hire us.
Briefly speaking, and me.
And me. At the end of the day, it's a lot about knowing who you're catering towards. If it's advertising, memes, influencers, they kind of have to all have a through point with whatever their creation is. And you have to just be like on point with whatever the medium is that you're using.
Okay, enough about memes. We want to hear about our ads of the week. So, Jordana, hit us. What you got?
All right, so mine, I think is a bit of an old one. I actually I'm not sure. I just saw it and it was really cool. But it's for Pedigree by BBDO. And it's basically they got dogs to conduct an orchestra with their tails by, I think it was showing them treats or something in front of them. And then whenever they wagged their tail, the orchestra would play. And it's literally just a beautiful orchestra playing music to the like timing of whatever these dogs want. And it was very, very cute and adorable. So yeah, up next.
Up next for me is BMW did a campaign recently with Service Plan Spain. And so photographer drove around in a BMW and I hope he was in the passenger side, but he took pictures, I guess, out of the window at a blurred moving landscape. And so those are just the billboards and the transit posters, just trees in the background moving by you.
Love
So I
that.
guess they captured like the sensation of motion. And I guess with BMW, that's like a big part of why people want them is because they go fast. So
Zooming.
like the vroom vroom, you can like feel it a little bit.
Yeah.
That like pull back in your chair, and they're also just beautiful.
Very
They're
nice.
just beautiful photos too. And there's no car in it.
Yeah.
There's just a little BMW logo in it as well. And I love when a brand can do something that doesn't always have a product placement, and you still totally get it.
I like that take. Yeah,
Yeah,
very nice.
Moi,
Rayla?
the most recent ad that I seen was L'eau de Chanel Exclusive.
Oh.
You know, it was a perfume ad. It was the Jacob Elordi perfume ad.
I
I've
have
seen
not
it.
seen this.
Honestly, I don't really watch like TV that much. So when I actually sat down and I seen it, I was like, oh, okay, because perfume ads are always like very like mystical, like you don't fully know what it is until the end. So mysterious, but like basically, it was just a new, I think maybe it's a new kind of cologne or perfume ad, and it was just very cool. I guess you could say. It was like cool, but in a weird way. I guess in the advertising way, we were like, oh, okay, interesting. He's like, I don't know, there's him, and then there's this woman who's in the video as well, and they're like kind of like fighting, but it's kind of romantical, and they're floating at one point, and this and that. And then she like, I think the whole thing was like, she tried to, it was called The Chase. I think they call it The Chase, and I can see why. She like tried to take the perfume or whatever, and she's like running on some dock, and then he's like running after her, and she like checks to see, because she tried to steal the perfume, and he's like, and so
that's
and then they probably fall in love and whatever.
I was like, that's like a typical like
typical perfume ad, but it's just really good.
Typical like romance trope of like, oh, I stole this thing. Actually, I stole it off of you. Stealing it from me.
And then we're gonna fall in love. Like, no. Oh my gosh, maybe it's like you're chasing the scent of that person's cologne as well.
Very nice, very nice.
Or not.
It's whatever you want it to be.
So yeah, I liked it a little bit. It was really interesting.
Very cool.
Nice.
I'll have to watch that.
Me too.
It's
yeah.
cool.
Well, this has been Briefly Speaking. Thank you again, Rayla, for joining us. It's been a lot of fun.
Yes, it's been so much fun. Thank you guys for having me.
Everybody check out Rayla on her socials.
No. But yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
We'll tag her. Yeah, this has been good. And
we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye. And that's a wrap.
Sick.